feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason.
Presentation of the DADDgamer Football League.
With over 300 passing yards. It's the Broncos and the Saints, and it comes your
I think
way.
so too.
Next.
I think this Broncos defense is going to be a really good test. I'm curious to see what the Saints do in this game. They come in 21st in passing yards, 10th in rushing yards, 21st in yards overall. Defensively, though, the Saints are very good. So the Saints have the 6th best pass defense and 6th best rush defense, but somehow the 2nd best defense overall. Only allowing 12 points per game. I feel like that's going to get tested today. You got to remember, the Saints have Myles Garrett.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn and CD. We've got an interesting test here today.
Commanders isn't the worst. The Rock.
And one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position, to be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these
Ward was worse than Mariota.
These two teams, they've been looking forward to testing themselves.
I respectfully disagree.
Yeah,
I disrespectfully agree too.
Very exciting battle headed our way.
I do. So, B-Ball, I was in the boat that I felt like Washington needed to do a full-on rebrand. New colors, new everything. I think they should have done a new everything. WFT was funny for a week. All right, let's go. Saints getting the ball. We're getting our first look at Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell, very, very fast, guys. Don't let Luke fool you. All right, if he takes off and runs, he's got the ability to take it to the house. I'm aware, Stag, but I feel like they had the opportunity to do a full-on rebrand. Yeah, they definitely need a rebrand for him. Luke Campbell this year, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's got 113 QBR, 928 yards passing, what's his speed? 92 speed. Man can move. You thought they should have kept it? I don't know. And he's throwing quick passes. Smart. He doesn't have a big arm. They have Jamar Chase, who's a pending free agent. Again, Jamar Chase once again. It's Madden 23. Just start rookie QBs. I mean, there's a number of them. There's a number of the rookie QBs out there.
This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Dropping the bag on Jamar. Jamar is going to get franchise tag. Super, let's be real. They franchised him this year. They'll franchise him again next year. It was funny and ironic. You showed Jason under the caption. You just lost to a football team called a football team.
Where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's
with 0 first-round talent? Yeah, we've been pretty lucky, Justin. I feel like, so as much as we've hated on the drafts, of like, oh, this draft is weak. Like that first draft, we hated on that draft, right? Looking back at that first draft was deep. There wasn't a lot of like plus 80 overall talent, but that first and second draft ended up being a lot deeper. Prediction for the, oh, my bad, Nick. Thank you.
Had to come into this game with the idea.
You're right.
Slow him down.
The Colts win.
It's going to be a long afternoon.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
All right, prediction. Ooh, Luke sends it. Oh, out of bounds, though. Sent it there. That 1 or 2 or 2nd and 3rd round was a 72. That's a deep class. Facts. Exactly, Justin. I feel like we talk shit about the draft classes, and we've had some pretty good draft classes so far. We've had some pretty good draft classes.
team's first sack
You
of the
attended the
game.
draft? I think he was kind of in and out of
But
one.
he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Y'all gonna get people? Just glad y'all got an actual name. You gonna be a Bronco? Jamar's not gonna be a Bronco.
On fourth down,
Prince was
on his
projected
Kobe
one or
Wadman
first
down
or
to
second.
punt.
Was a 72. I already read that. I attended
He
all the
punted 3
DGFL
times in
22
the
drafts.
loss last week
This is
as he
DGFL
sends this
23
one
though.
away.
What a punt!
And good hustle
What a
here
punt.
as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up.
Gotta
in the
remember
air.
to claim my
And that
bonus
allows the
points
punt
so I
team
can
to get
recoup
down
my
there and
tight.
down and
Oh,
inside
Justin,
the
that's a
10
good point.
because they've had
Justin
some
throws a
time.
10-point
So here
vote
the
in. He
Broncos
claims a
backed up to
10-point
start their initial
bonus.
drive. They'll be led out by the number
They
one
are.
overall
Spectre
pick
facts.
back
What's
in
up, Spectre?
2020
How are you,
from
my guy?
LSU.
Spectre,
It's
how are
Joe
you today?
Burrow.
So this
They
is
are
where we
very
find out
random.
about the game
Like I said,
plan
I feel like
and the trust factor,
we've
don't we?
gotten
In this
deep
situation, the natural
classes that have
thing is
also been
take
really,
care of the
really
ball,
light at
run
certain
it
positions,
inside.
right? I feel like every
Everyone
draft has had a
cover it. Just,
position
get
like
yourself some
right
room
guard
and let
or
your punter punt it
with
out
the
of there.
first year it was
But when you
cornerback.
really
There was
got a
no
QB
corners.
you can trust,
I
you might
figured you
wanna
had
take
been,
a little
Spectre.
shot early and try and create
Spectre,
some
you always
space.
here, my guy. I trust you. You're always here. I know you are. You're always kind of hanging out in the background and then boom, coming in out of nowhere. It's going well, man. We just had a phenomenal. That Spectre, I hope you watched that first game. That first game was insane. So good. As a instant classic, that first game.
He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Burrow's throw here on
We
target
did
to
have 2
Hurst.
damn near generational kickers.
And tackled down
We had 2
after a
80
gain of
overall
3,
kickers back-to-back
leaves him with
drafts.
1 yard to go on third
The
down.
entire DGFL universe is a bit insane.
Play action.
It was
It's
wild.
Burrow.
They get pressured. Good pass breakup. That's a great play.
Excellent coverage there on
We've
third
had,
down,
we've had
as
2
that
top
was
QBs
not
from
an
Middle
easy
Tennessee
one to
State.
hold on to.
Have we really, Stag?
They only punted
Sarah
twice
Fuller,
in the win
next
last
Cowboys
week as he
kicker? I don't
gets
think
this one
so.
away.
Although she'd be better than
That's a 48-yard
Zerline was,
punt with a
and better
coverage
than
early
Greg
on
DeLay.
to 3 on the return.
Definitely better
And
than
Saints will take over with a first down
whoever the fuck the
and
kicker was
10.
last year.
New Orleans Saints
3 and
are
out.
ready to set up shop for their second
Oof.
drive.
Oof.
Defense got the better of them last series.
We did have the Lions draft an entire LSU team.
team.
Campbell clears Burrow. Oh, what was he doing? Campbell, where are you going? You had the whole lane open to the outside. And this man cut back. Matt Lawrence went to Middle Tennessee State, and the top guy in this class, Kevin Colbert, also Middle Tennessee. Hey, Middle Tennessee State QB factory out there. You got a great QB that came from Ball State. Nice. Ball carrier vision equals F. I don't doubt it. Where was he going? He had a whole lane outside, cut back into a linebacker. Good throw there, though. That's a good throw. 4 for 5 for Luke Campbell. Tyler Higbee. I was wondering. I was like, who the hell is their tight end? Tyler Higbee with the catch.
To let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And
This
QBs
cute, the
love to
current
make
one,
that
I haven't,
easy throw.
Stag, I'll be honest, I haven't looked,
Up
other
there
than the
for
name
first
players,
down.
I haven't really gone into the draft class at all. The way I should have. I should be in the draft class better. LSU, yeah, that's true. They had 2 first-round QBs in the same draft. Hey, imagine being Pete Lico, being the backup, and still going first round. How good you got to play in practice?
Now back to throw.
Super says, as long as they don't. Super, I'm telling you, your run defense is much better now that you're in this new defense. The run defense is a lot better. Plus, I don't even know who their running back is.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Broken tackle, though.
And the play goes nowhere.
He had a hell of a pro day. Just in fact. Like, you imagine, he's got to go to the combine and just show out. Go to pro day. He did look great in practice is what it was. You're right, Justin. You are right, though. In that practice, he was slinging it. 57-yard field goal attempt, and it's short.
In front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Bus factor is real. I've learned scout what you need the most facts. Oh, yeah. Anthony Richardson.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's way
Oh,
off to the
looking
right.
like a tie might be in the Arizona-Las Vegas game.
Scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try and work for 56 yards.
So, Super, I don't know if you saw my comment. I know you had put in there like 90 whatever speed and this, that. And I don't change any of their stats, right? So what I do is if you tell me what kind of player you're looking for, can I vote the tie in Las Vegas? So, but what I will do is if you tell me the kind of player you want them to be, I'll try to find them the closest thing to that. I don't know. Tony doesn't have a prediction up, I don't think. No prediction in Tony's Tony's stream. The Raiders have the ball currently trying to drive down the field.
At least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt, then you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
Oh, wrong. He has the leg.
Multiple players combined for
Just
their
missed
team's
it. It could be
first
win.
sack of the
Could be
game.
win.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Joe just got sacked. I'm getting triggered. Hey, no problem, Spectre.
The Broncos send out their punter now.
Oh, you're cutting straight coming.
For the second time.
It's virtual career-ending injury. Damn, Stag. There's a legend on TD Barrett YouTube. Hey, TD Barrett, I used to watch his YouTube all the time. I used to watch his Moonlight Swamis all the time.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears?
Oh, there's the run.
About what it does for your
That's a
eyes
decent
when you
run.
watch something
That's a
like
decent
this,
run.
right?
Oh, they
These
have
teams
Kenneth
are
Walker.
locked in and going at it, no points
For the
going
pixels
on
of the other team. Fact, Stag. I mean, that's fair. That is fair.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment.
Oh, no. Woo, that was a bad pass. Luke, that was a terrible pass. Jesus. That should have been a pick 6. It got dropped. Super probably just threw something across the room when he saw that drop. And then they get the first down right after. Super probably threw his keyboard when that happened. That was a ridiculous. That should have been a pick 6.
Second catch for him today, and it'll
27-20. Cardinals are losing with 21 seconds left.
First quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And
not looking good for the Cardinals,
and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go
after this game, I'm going to do the Cowboys game, and then I'm signing off for the night. The games will get posted to YouTube tomorrow, guys. I won't post until tomorrow, but because I do have to sleep at some point.
No score
Ball game.
after one on EA Sports.
27-20, Raiders get the victory.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
They're not going to play no defense, Super.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6.
Super, it was Quinnen Williams that got hurt, right, in practice? It was Quinnen Williams got hurt. 7-year, $90,000 contract. That's the most I can offer. Oh, Lord, Stag. Stag, where'd your money go? How much cap penalty do you have for next year? Jesus. Hey, I'm telling y'all, some of y'all, myself included, I'm in the same boat, guys. The cap penalty is going to catch up to us. Yeah, the Quinnen Williams injury could hurt a lot. $30 million. There's some, I'm not going to lie, there's some CPU teams with like $100 million in cap penalty this year because of trades.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Oh, big run by Walker.
And a good job of
yeah, the Quinnen Williams injury is definitely hurting
close
right
to
now.
the 30 here. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Got prescribed a sleep aid? Hey, Justin, I appreciate it, man. Justin, seriously, I appreciate it. Thanks for just hanging out. I know it's late. I know it's late for some people, so I appreciate y'all hanging out. But yeah, Justin, get you some sleep, my guy. Stop inside run, I said. It would be fun, they said. Cap issues suck really bad. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you said that, Spectre, because that reminds me. All right, I talked about it earlier, then I stopped talking about it and got distracted because, you know, Goldfish Spring. But, so next year, this is the change I'm implementing for DGFL 24. Just heating up dinner myself. Nice. All right, not getting distracted again. So next year, here's the change that we are gonna implement. All right, so it's gonna be out there. You have two options of how you want to run your team. Okay, you can be a head coach like you are this year, right? All the things apply. You run the team just like you do now. Okay, you can change your schemes and all that stuff as much as you want. I don't care, right? I do, but I don't. Right? I give you a hard time, but I'll still change it. So you can be the head coach, and you're in full control of schemes and all that stuff. Right? Signing players, everything else. Then the other option, because I want to make it harder, right? For some people, some people are looking for more of a challenge. So you can still be a head coach and do whatever you want, right? And then the other option, if you're looking for more of a challenge or just something different, I am going to allow people next year to be owners. All right, so to be able to come in as an owner, the caveat to that is though, you're going to have to, and I do recommend only be an owner if you have a PS5 because of the number of things you have to keep track of. Personal thing, you can be an owner without a PS5, it's just going to be harder. But as an owner, you have some kind of limitations, like funds. You got to have, to pay somebody's bonus, you need funds. And if you spend all your money, you have no funds to pay a bonus anymore. But the other thing that you're going to be held to is you're going to have to hire coaches, and you're going to have to stick with whatever scheme and playbooks that your head coach has. Right? So you have to hire coaches, and then you're stuck with whatever scheme until you fire that coach, and you're not going to be able to fire coaches throughout the year. I'm not going to let you fire a coach routinely. You can hire a coach, and you can fire a coach at the end of the year. That's the only time. Nobody's firing a coach mid-season. All right? I don't care how bad you're doing. That's just going to be the rule I set. Because some of you will be like, oh, I found a loophole. I'm just going to fire my coach every week. No. So next year, like I said, I'm going to implement the additional ability that if you want to be an owner, you can. Okay. As an owner, even if they're 2-10, Spectre, at the end of the season, you can fire them. All right. There can be exceptions, I think, if you've had the same coach for a number of years and they're losing. But you're not firing a coach you hired in the same year. Justin, that'll be something I do look at is possibly saying, like, if you hire a coordinator, right? So your coordinators, you can run the offense that your coordinator has or your defense coordinator has. The problem with that is you have to, like, look at it when you hire them, because if you don't know what it is, right? So, because like your defensive and offensive coordinators have playbooks assigned to them, but you don't know what they are after you hire them. So you're gonna have to write it down and things like that. So you're gonna have to know what playbooks they use, but you'll be stuck with that playbook and scheme. So I think I'd be okay with that if you want to run like whatever your offense or defensive coordinator is. But again, the caveat's going to be if somebody hires your offensive coordinator, you need a new one, right? So you're going to need a new. But that's the thing I want to change for next year. Hire a new offensive coordinator to run West Coast Power. Yeah. But yeah, so I think that's something I'm going to implement for next year. It'll be in the rules next year. I do want to try to get like an actual rule book typed out. I have been too, Justin. I have been too, but not everybody does. But I do want to kind of offer an additional challenge for people. Another thing you'll be able to do as an owner that you cannot do as a head coach is move a team. You'll be able to move a team. You're going to have to make that declaration before the season starts and get approval for where you want to move the team to from the commissioners. Right? Show has entered the chat.
He just comes down with the ball.
So
you'll
be able to move a team, but it has to be you'll have to make the declaration. Be an owner. Hey, being an owner is tough. I cannot tell you how many times I've run out of money because of the salary. Like I've paid people bonuses, and then it's like you have zero funds. I go, oh no, or move a team and have zero funds because I got the nicest stadium. Approval of trades by committee of commissioners.
tight end for good yardage.
Possibly.
And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to
Moving just to New Jersey. So there are like preset moves, Super. You can't just move them anywhere. And I don't think New Jersey is an option, is it? Brooklyn is. You can move to Brooklyn.
10 at the 11.
Setting prices of hot dogs. So Stag, the reason, sorry, let me go back. So yeah, you'll be able to move a team with approval by the commissioners prior to the season. So you have to announce like prior to the season you plan to move. So from self-imploding. This is true, Stag. That's something me and Nick are talking about as well, about implementing where as commissioners we can kind of have more say to protect the CPU. Right, if we look at it and go, this makes no sense for the CPU, we could just deny the trade. So that may get implemented just for that reason. Because the more seasons we get, I feel like there's more of a gap between users and CPU teams.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the
It does. Yeah, Justin, because you got to make your own money.
They weren't fooled.
New York football team, here we come. Not going to happen. It's not a name. That's the only thing I don't like about Madden is it has the preset names. Have y'all seen the maximum football? It looks interesting for what we do here. The maximum football actually looks, if you can do like a sim league in that, that might be pretty neat to do because how the gameplay is, as long as it looks good. And it's free. Exactly, Nick. Let me tell you what, if maximum football nails crossplay, they're killing it. If they throw in, that would be the thing that would put them over EA, right? Especially for what we do. If maximum football can somehow implement crossplay, because it's not like their game engine or the gameplay is like it's not crazy, right? It does look a lot better. But yeah, maximum football, because of the amount of customization, the fact that your rosters are completely different, would make doing something like this pretty interesting on there. I just don't think the game itself is good enough yet. I am going to play it. I am going to download it. I'm going to check it out just to see how it is. It does look improved. I don't think it's good enough to run a whole league like this. But I will definitely be checking it out. And I have high hopes for it in the future. 7-3. Broncos losing. Oh my God. Luke, that's the wrong team. He said defense, please, bro. Y'all, Super's literally going to cry himself to sleep if the Broncos lose tonight. If the especially after he talked trash about, no, B-Ball, it's going to be a console game. So it's coming, it's been out, I think they haven't done it for 2 years. So they stopped making it for 2 years, and I think it's because they like stopped making it to focus on development, which is like a thing everybody says EA should do eventually. They just don't. Lico needs offensive rookie of the year. Yeah. He's like, Lico needs that X factor. But B-Ball, it's been out for years, right? So I think 2020 was the last one that came out. I could be wrong. It might have been 2021. But I want to say 2020 is the last one. So it hasn't been out in a few. Yeah, it might be 2, but it's going to be a console game coming out in 2024. 23. 24. I think it comes out next year. I think it'll be out next year, 2024. But they basically stopped making it because the gameplay was so bad. Everybody kind of dogged it. But they're going to make it a free game. You can customize your teams, everything on it. It looks neat. It looks different. If they can make it halfway decent, I'd be really happy.
That's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But
yeah, no, I agree, Stag. And Stag, so what we're talking about is me and Nick. When you're talking about like poaching the players and stuff like that, I agree. I look back at it, and when I made the trade, I think with the Packers, maybe might have been the Packers trade to get Hutchinson. I gave them a wide receiver, and I didn't even look to see if they had like a loaded wide receiver. The Colorado Hoosiers, yeah, except for you can't name anybody the Hoosiers. I can't keep getting away with it. Should get me hot. The Hutchins trade was BS. I mean, it was by the rules. It was just, yeah, like looking back at it, the fact that I gave him a wide receiver, probably they didn't need one. So, and again, Justin, most of the rules are implemented because like I've tested something and went like, that shouldn't have been able to happen. So it is what it is.
They want to see some offense.
For the Panthers, they only had one wide receiver on the roster. Yeah, so to Justin and Stag's point, I think I'll discuss it with Nick, but I think we're going to start implementing more of a commissioner override system on trades with CPUs. Like, you're going to have to kind of make an argument on why the CPU should take the trade. So, still keeping the point system, because I do think that forces you to give them something. I saw it, Tony, 27-20, late TD for you. You made it close. But yeah, so I think keeping the point system like we have it currently, so that you still have to, like, you're going to have to give something up. But implementing some sort of commissioner override when we look at it and go, no, like, we're saying no on behalf of the CPU because this trade doesn't make sense for the CPU. Because as we're seeing it with this, you got to protect the CPU because they're stupid. Madden logic and the CPU logic is stupid. We use daily value, still have other people play the CPU GM. Yeah. So Justin, I do like the idea of not just me and Nick having the discussion, but like putting it in the chat, letting y'all discuss, and then like me and Nick making a final decision on it. So I'm for that idea.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Future Nick Bosa style deal for the good of the league. Agreed.
Now another timeout called for.
Now, so Stag, the funny part about that one is, like, if I'm arguing on behalf of the CPU, I'm taking that trade. Like, the trade where he sent, but like, if I'm the CPU, I'm taking the trade. So, like, in the essence of protecting the CPU, I am taking the deal. But, agreed.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest.
But yeah, I do like the, I like Justin's idea of when there's a trade with the CPU, essentially, now you're only going to get a day, right? You'll have 24 hours, but it'll be in having a discussion about the trade. We'll create a thread for it from trade discussions, and then everybody can kind of make their argument why it's a good idea, why it's a bad idea. Saying it's a bad, like, I'm going to use Super because you're the Super Bowl champion as the example. Saying it's a bad trade because Super seems already great isn't going to be enough of an argument if what he's sending the CPU would help the CPU. It's okay, game not over. What happened on Brady pick? Stream froze and I didn't get to see it. Way better than I thought at first. It wasn't just people saying no. Yeah, exactly, Justin. And that would be the thing. I mean, we're smart enough to kind of sort through the people just saying no to say no. But yeah, I like the idea of implementing that system, and that is probably going to get it. Like I said, I want to sit down one night and actually like draft out. Like we had the CBA, we had the collective bargaining agreement with the DGFL when we were playing, and I want to do something like that where it's just outlined. What the fuck was that? Why kick it there? Just play. About a week 5 game, because his next game is, so Stag, if he loses this game, he plays the Falcons next, and he very likely could lose that game too. So he's got it's a tough schedule early.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody.
Yeah, no, exactly, Justin. And I think it would give you and Super the option. Now, for the most part, I'm okay with the not doing it for. I'm okay with not having a discussion for user trades because they still have to get submitted. And typically, if I feel like a user is getting shafted, I will talk to that user and talk to them and have them like, hey, tell me why you want to take this trade, why you think this is a good idea. So usually, if I feel like a user is fully getting shafted, I will talk to them and have them kind of, hey, walk me through what you're thinking here.
Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there from Marcus Mariota.
Yeah. They're a little outdated, Nick.
On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that
They're
first
pissing me off for real. Hey, I'm telling y'all, somebody's got to go check on Super if he loses this game. Because he's going to lose this game. He's probably going to lose to the Falcons tomorrow.
Meanwhile, for the
Bro's gonna have a heart attack.
They did not have quite the same
Broncos not even making the playoffs at this rate.
that their counterparts did. As you get a look at the numbers.
Broncos not even going to make the playoffs.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
You guys thought you had to check on me, right?
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
I plan on winning 5 to 6 this year, come back with the vengeance next year. Yeah, Justin, how's that plan working out for you? Turns out Lico is him. Lico's good, and then your defense is still hit, right? Your defense is still nasty. You shouldn't have been talking shit. Too much did
in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side
of the ball
told them exactly that.
Burrow's 11 for 14 for 99 yards. I heard the Falcons. What's up, Chris? We're talking about the Broncos-Falcons game tomorrow. Why block Newsome? Just let him go. Look at him run right by him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
But yeah, Justin, I'm thinking user trades can still just be if y'all both agree, and then like if I feel like a user's being shafted, I will talk to that user. But these CPU trades, definitely gonna have to. Oh no, Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty, he's gone. Michael Davis, pick 6. Super just had a heart attack. Super, I need you to say something in chat so I know you're okay. I'm going to need you to say something in chat, Super, so I know you're okay, because I know you just threw something. So when you log in with a different device, this man's out to make a sandwich.
But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Did those defenders
a waiver? That's not a bad idea.
Extra point by Patterson.
That's not the worst idea, Justin.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some ideas on how that would work.
Pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Nick came in with fire. He said, let Chef Boy Cody make the sandwich because his team is cooking. That should not be that funny. 14-3. The Broncos are looking like trash. This is your Super Bowl champion? This is your king? Oh no! Goes nowhere. Look at the defense. Devin Singletary going nowhere.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow.
The best pick. Here's his name. Spectre. That's what we're talking about. I was trying to fix CP trade logic. They call him Joe Burr. Bro been frozen for the last 2 quarters.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the Broncos 1st down. They needed 4.
That's true, Justin. Yeah, that might work. We could probably do something. I could probably do something like that. We can just make a channel in there that says, waiver order.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Season 1 taking it to the Super Bowl champ. Season 2. That's true. Nick's the OG champ. Nick is an OG champ in this league. And as far as DGFL goes, Nick and his Tom Brady years. Just give Nick more work. Hey, let me tell you what. Let me tell you what happened today. I was at work and I was seeing all the chat and seeing different moves being made. And I was like, man, I've been having a long week again. It was a long day. So I was like, man, I'm going to have to go home, rush to make all these moves. Oh, my God, Joe Burrow. Again, Michael Davis. Bro, who is Mike? I don't even know who Michael Davis is.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception goals they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half for this defense.
6 again.
Turn that into a pick 6.
Nick, who's your neon super? Maybe. I think so.
Ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing,
I'll trade Carr for Burrow.
do exactly that.
Bro, what is Broncos 1st round pick looking mighty good. Oh no. Is there such thing as like a 5th-year slump?
And it's 21-3.
Davis trying to be player of the week. Hey, he's got to be. In fact, if he's not the defensive player of the week, there's a problem. I mean, other than when Simmons gets 3 of them in the next game. But yeah, bro's got to be player of the week, right?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Who voted for this second? Nobody did, technically, Tyler. I was showing it because they were both 3-1.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Yeah, Davis gotta be player of the week.
Do or die point in this game, Charles.
That's insane, dude. I don't even know who Davis is.
It has to
Michael
start
Davis.
right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a
Joe.
final chance
Joseph.
to get out of this situation.
Hey,
They
you can't even
also
talk to him at
understand
halftime.
They've got to move the ball. and
They're
move it
running? What are you
fast.
running for?
In addition,
See?
they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, Super, on the bright side, your run defense has been great. Your offense has been terrible.
Right back to Singletary,
But your run defense has been good.
And a nice job to break
What's going to be funny is Super's probably going to overreact to this loss about his defense because they scored 21 points when Joe gave up 14.
Burrow on 3rd down.
Wasn't viewer voted?
He'll find
Oh,
Paris
nice catch by
Campbell.
Paris. That
That's
should have been
complete.
picked too.
And
Paris
he'll be
Campbell,
taken
nasty
down,
catch.
but not before they work it across
Michael
midfield.
Davis. Where'd you go? Michael Davis, cornerback, a 74 overall in his 7th year out of BYU.
Singletary. Yeah, boy, this defense
There is
again
no
really
probably.
making things tough
Right?
on
Like, he'll
this
blame the
astounding
defense
for another
somehow,
game.
and Joe Burrow is the reason he lost this game. So if there's anybody to blame for the Broncos losing right now,
Play action.
it's Joe. Lots of time to throw. Uh-oh, Myles Garrett coming, though. He panicked. He saw Myles Garrett get loose and was like, I'm out of here.
To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That was the reason I went after Aiden Hutchinson for my team, was I wanted more pressure on the quarterback to cause more turnovers.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't
Injury.
connect.
That's not what he needed. Jason Kelsey down. 7-3 should be the score, in fact.
And as the 2 teams
Has
talk
to post
over
something
on
in
their
general.
respective sidelines, we take a break.
Just sitting here waiting to sign
And
Burrow
that
off
is
for
very
it.
well done there. This will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula
Oh my
hoops where
God.
they place them and try and put them there.
Cody.
Now a lot of guys
He
use
called out
barrels on the
warfare.
sidelines to try and put the
I mean,
football
called
in
out
there.
warfare for voting
Here's
for
Walker to
this game.
start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Bro, getting owned by
That'll
a
go for a gain of
Mormon.
13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep. Give up that
Game's
run.
not over?
Can't be happening.
It's not, Super. You're right. No, you are right. We are talking mad shit right now. You're next on my list now, Super.
So a little
I hope you
breathing room
realize
now. First and
Marshawn
10 at the
Lattimore.
17.
I mean, 21-3 is not looking good. It's not over, though, because, again, the Broncos have shown a tendency to be able to score
And he
quickly.
roams across the 20 to the 24.
Stag, you are 100% correct on that one. We would not talk so much shit to you, because it's all out of love. We would not talk this much shit if you didn't first talk the shit.
Snap and then the give to Sanders. And this will wind up
Quentin
with
Williams
Saints first
being
down
gone
as the
is
tackle made
hurting.
at the 36.
I hope you can re-sign him.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at
How do
their
you feel
pace.
right now?
This is ball control football, sustained
Nick,
runs.
Nick
taking
calling
their
all.
time
Nick's got
and
all the
making it
receipts
work.
today. He got all the receipts today. This man pulling all the
from the
receipts.
36
Say, how you
now,
feeling
first
right
and
now,
10.
bro? Nah, this game's not over.
Now they'll switch it up.
Need
here
a
and
pick
look to
6 or you getting
throw.
traded.
Over the
I
middle,
do have one
complete
pick
to the
left.
tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty
Oh
flag.
my
in the
God,
backfield.
that's all
They
they
may
were.
get 15 more on top of this.
Trayvon Walker, what are you doing?
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Bro, what happened? This is your Super Bowl champions?
They'll
These
set
are
up
your
to
Super
throw.
Bowl champions? Bro,
Gets this
Atlanta
in the
winning
hands
this
of
year.
the tight end, Higbee.
Atlanta's better than this.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Win a ball and then give me a top pick.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because
Be the
there's
Rams.
no
Oh, I
signs
got-
of backing down, even with a 3-score
Right?
lead
Trade away
in
your
the
first
third
round
quarter.
pick, and then all of a
I think
sudden
they keep
suck.
taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The dude in the background, the in-game Broncos crowd. What happened? But anyways, hey, Luke Campbell cooking right now, though. 19 for 27, 161, 1 TD. Super, you better hope you beat the Falcons. If you don't beat the Falcons, woo, it's a whole different season for you. Then lost to the Browns, now the Saints, possibly the Falcons. Oh, thank you, Nick. Good Lord. Goldfish brain, Nick. So, as I was saying, y'all were talking about giving Nick more work. To the story I was saying 30 minutes ago when nobody was here. Yeah, long week. Again, I have a lot of long weeks at work. But I was seeing a lot of moves being made. I don't mind doing them at the end of the day. But I was like, man, I'm going to have to get home, make all these moves in a rush. Try to make sure I can get the stream on time because I know y'all give me shit if I'm late. And then I'm pulling up all the different moves. And all of them got a little blue check. I was like, this man, the GOAT. Nick's the GOAT. So if y'all think I'm just a face on this league now. Nick's actually running the entire league. Y'all don't know it. Nick's running the whole league. I'm just showing games at this point. I'm just recording them, putting them on YouTube for you guys. Nick's been taking care of damn near everything. Luke, what are you doing? Bumble! Broncos ball. Here it comes. Momentum's about to change. And Marshawn Lattimore. Marshawn Lattimore just broke his elbow. Yep, he did. He gunned. That's broken. Dislocated elbow. Fractured forearm. 19 weeks. What the fuck?
Singletary to get the drive started.
Singletary with a good run. Took a big hit though.
After a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down.
Right.
Hey,
you got the turnover, but what did it cost? Oh, I thought that was picked. Oh, I saw the quarterback coming in so fast. I thought he picked it. I thought that corner was getting it. He broke his foot. I mean, Madden logic, right? Hey, I saw that cornerback coming. I was like, bro, they're about to get another one. I thought he jumped the route. Torn labrum 4 weeks. That only happens to Cowboys, Justin. Cowboys get torn labrums. They don't want to see me win. We don't. Thuney, Kelsey, Lattimore. Oh, that should have been picked. Jets were put on auto, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because
handoff on the option to Singletary.
I think Master did his game, didn't he?
Get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, you're asking because you can't make the move yet. I got you. That makes sense. When his team change, yeah, you won't be able to until we advance, Nick. You won't be able to until we advance. Joe, I need you. What you need is him not to throw another pick 6. What you need to do is figure out where Mike. Oh my God, this man. You might as well trade Joe Burrow to the Saints right now. He's giving this game to them. Justin Meron's going to go to bed 40 minutes ago. So about that. See what happened was, bro, what is the Saints defense? Because it's working. Yep, goodbye. Hey, Joe Burrow on the block, guys. Anybody need a quarterback? Joe Burrow on the block. Hey, you can trade Joe Burrow for Jamarcus Russell. No, you can't. He's a hidden dev. About that game not being over. I mean, it's not over till it's over, but I'm saying it's over.
Up the middle they run. It's
he did say throw it deep.
Not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's second.
Stag, I'm doing my game next. So I haven't done the Cowboys game at all. I was going to do my game next.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels.
So I'm going to do the Cowboys game and then advance, Stag. Yeah, his short throws have been all picks. Oh, Luke, don't fumble. Don't fumble, Luke. Good Lord. 3 rushes, 3 yards for Luke with 92 speed, just not cutting it.
Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th
Heart attacks today, Nick. Super. No, Nick. I'm be calm. I'm be calm. We're playing the Steelers, man. We're not losing that game, right? Right? I don't even know who the Steelers have. Who do the Steelers even have that's any good, Nick? What am I worried about?
Go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points.
The sad part is, this just shows you how little time I've had lately. I don't even know who the Steelers have or what their record is.
If you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so.
You better not lose to them. I mean, they're 1-3. They well, see, here's the thing. They do have Joey Bosa and Derwin James.
Where we stand right now,
But they have Teddy Bridgewater quarterback. Darrell Henderson, not worried about that. Jordan Ross, okay, it's our first look at Jordan Ross. You better win by at least 7. Bosa's hurt. You're right. You're right. Never mind. As long as we don't throw at Derwin James, we'll be okay. They do have Jordan Ross. It'll be our first look at Jordan Ross, the wide receiver that got drafted. What's the funniest thing after not having a QB for like 6 games last year? Baltimore got Jimmy G. Isn't Jimmy G the quarterback in Baltimore?
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. From midfield now, Burrow.
Leads the league in passing yards. It's wild. Dag, I don't know who their coach is. I'm pretty sure they fired their coach.
4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
Hey, let me go let this dog out.
Get this to about the 44-yard
I'll be right back, guys. Joe Burrow's probably going to throw another pick six.
Now Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Saints will have the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why
all
they're
through
down
his 4th
by
pick.
that
Oh
deficit.
no!
They haven't made plays that are
You
going
don't play for the
to
Saints.
keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there.
The weekly strategy says
down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
At least when T-Law threw 3 picks, they wasn't for 6, and he had 400 yards. Not 100. Yeah. Joe Burrow not looking like his normal self today, guys. Joe Burrow has been garbage.
On 2nd down,
Super, did you put anything on the prediction for the Broncos?
At the line of scrimmage.
Got that Super Bowl hangover?
This
Facts.
offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be 3rd
Don't
and
fumble.
13. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to
The Saints defense is really good. It literally carried Zach Wilson to a Super Bowl. So, like, we're talking all this shit, but people quickly forgot the Saints won the Super Bowl year 1 with Zach Wilson as their quarterback.
I'm not sure that's the
Do you know how good your defense has to be?
And this one hits at the 1, continues on.
Do you understand how good your defense has to be for Zach Wilson to get you a Super Bowl?
Denver's offense now set to go.
It's ridiculous.
Even though they were able to force the
We're averaging like 30. They held you to 17. Yeah. Yeah, Stag, wasn't your game like 17 to 15?
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Open man downfield.
Oh my God.
He's got it.
Luke Campbell just dominating against the Broncos.
They will throw on
Bro, Stag, hear me out. I don't know if there's a way to do this in fan art. Luke Campbell doing the Iverson step over Joe Burrow. Hear me out. I don't know how to do it because I don't understand it. I'm not smart enough to do the fan art stuff. But if you can somehow get Luke Campbell, Iverson stepping over, doing the Iverson step over, Joe Burrow, bro, I will write a whole ass article at work tomorrow.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or.
He's Cody and like the Broncos logo.
But if you trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
I don't know how to do it, but man, would that be funny.
It's Pickens. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14.
Right, Nick? It's not like that was the game plan or anything, right?
Singletary trying the left side. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I mean, the Broncos only came in scoring 24 points per game, 320 passing yards per game. Today, nothing. They can't run. They can't pass. This Saints defense is redunculous.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I thought that was going to be another pick. Super got real quiet. Anybody heard from Super in a minute? He doing okay? There's a touchdown. They finally score. The Broncos. The comeback is on. So you're saying there's a chance. Hear me out. There's a chance.
The Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that gets the lead to 24-10.
24. Hey, it's a 14-point game. And if Luke Campbell keeps running the ball, pretty sure the kicker missed the ball. Jesus. Hey, did you see that kick? That onside kick was shot like a cannon. That's the hardest onside kick I've ever seen.
Someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick,
that shit was the hardest I've ever seen an onside kick.
Expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
Right? Like hey, best way to recover it, right off their face mask. Just kick it as hard as you can. Making a sandwich. I'm finna watch Wolverine and forget this ever happened. Oh, super. Super. You'll bounce back tomorrow, right? It's not like you play a good team tomorrow. On the bright side, you don't play anybody good tomorrow, right? Oh, wait. You play a very good Falcons team. I do think that's going to be a good game. I will be recording that game. I'll probably do the Browns game and the Falcons game tomorrow, I think. And, of course, the Cowboys game. Boy, let me tell you what. Kenneth Walker getting to the outside. Super, what kind of sandwich are we making? What kind of sandwich? All right, let me go let this dog back in. So I don't forget, leave my dog outside all night. Like Lattimore, Thuney, and Kelsey, and Quinnen are hurt. Yeah, well,
to the right side, this is
injuries
Walker.
happen, that's why you need depth.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. On the handoff, this is Walker, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. 2nd and 11 now. Trying the left side with Walker. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kenneth Walker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter.
Madden is out to get me. I went away for 2 seconds.
Been a solid second half from them.
Nick, Sharper looks insanely good. Really impressed with what I saw from Sharper. I think he's got a very bright future as Mooney's full-time replacement in like a year. Yeah, I think Sharper replaces Mooney next year probably, the way he plays.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
31-10. Definitely not how I saw this game going. Sharper probably getting that 7-year extension just because. And then he falls off a cliff. Like, you're going to give him a 7-year extension. He's not going to play hard. You okay?
I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Put it in the
I
cage
remember
if you need
playing
to.
for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do
I
you want
just
to
put her
call?"
out.
He just waved
I don't know
a
if
hand.
she went. She was out there for a minute.
Just get out of here and do something some other time.
She was out there for a while.
Some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
But if she's bugging you, just put her in a cage and I'll bring her to bed when I go to bed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to take possession.
Hey, Super, stop throwing the ball. Maybe Joe Burrow got an injury or something, and he's still trying to play with it. That's the wrong team.
Here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel
we're
just going into total prevent there? You know, they have the lead, and sometimes you fall back
play.
and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still.
That's odd. I didn't even see an orange jersey when he caught that. Strange.
They may have salted this one away.
Didn't even see an orange jersey around.
Comes the New Orleans offense. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead.
Nick, can you imagine your team playing like this, and you somehow need to re-sign Quinnen Williams, Deron Payne, George Pickens, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah? Not good. Not good. How many more years does Joe Burrow have at this very cheap contract? $19 million for Joe Burrow, although he's playing like it today. 3 years left. Joe Burrow signed for a while, so no issues there. He's got 2 more years after this with Joe Burrow, so he's fine. Wow. Who? I would have never predicted that much domination. I thought it would be close.
So for New Orleans, they
The
boost their
picks,
record
4
up to a
interceptions.
strong 4-1, and they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers.
Just ridiculous.
Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they'll try to turn it around next week.
3-2 could possibly fall to 3-3 tomorrow if they lose to the Falcons. Very interesting. The Saints were in the lead the whole way. Story of this game was Joe Burrow with the worst game of his career. 4 interceptions. Did throw for 241 yards. Not great. Kenneth Walker gets to 100 yards on 21 carries. Did have a TD. Receiving, George Pickens did have 80 yards, so he was playing well, but Tyler Higbee with a touchdown. There was more defensive touchdowns than offensive touchdowns, I believe, in this game. Kendrick's such a problem in this game. 14 tackles. Marcus Williams with 11. Just a couple half sacks there. Davis and Wingard, both with 2 interceptions apiece, is filthy. All right, that's going to be it for that game, guys. We're going to move on to the Cowboys game.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will,